In a lively village surrounded by tall trees and wide fields, excitement filled the air. The people were preparing for the annual festival, a time of food, laughter, and endless dancing. Children ran through the dusty streets. Women cooked fragrant stews, and men raised tall torches. At the center of it all was the chief's great drum, the heartbeat of the celebration. Among the crowd was Tortoise, proud, clever, and always looking for attention. He puffed out his chest and declared, "Today, I will play the chief's drum louder than anyone has ever heard. The whole world will know the strength of Tortoise." The villagers shook their heads, some laughing, others doubtful. But the chief, amused, allowed Tortoise to try. When the festival began, the dancers formed a great circle. Tortoise lifted the heavy drum and struck it with all his might. Bam! The sound echoed across the hills. The crowd gasped. Encouraged, Tortoise hit harder and harder, chasing glory with each strike. Then suddenly crack! The drum's skin split wide open. The music stopped. The dancers froze. The villagers burst into laughter. Tortoise has broken the chief's drum. Shame washed over him. His pride had turned him into the fool of the festival. Embarrassed, Tortoise carried the broken drum away, his shell heavy with regret. Along the path, he met Weaver Bird, perched high on a tree branch. Weaver Bird looked down and asked, "Tortoise, why do you look so defeated?" Tortoise sighed. "I wanted to be the loudest, the greatest. But instead, I am the most foolish." Weaver Bird shook his head gently and replied, "My friend, strength is nothing without rhythm. Anyone can make noise for a moment, but true greatness is steady and lasting. Even the smallest beat, repeated with patience, can move an entire village." Tortoise listened. For once, his pride was quiet. The next festival, he returned with humility. This time, he struck the drum softly, steadily, with rhythm instead of force. Dum, dum, dum dum. The villagers began to dance, their feet moving in time with his beat. The music carried joy through the night, and for the first time, the people cheered for Tortoise not because he was loud, but because he was steady. The lesson: life is not about making the loudest noise or rushing to show off. True success comes from consistency, patience, and rhythm. Even small, steady efforts can move mountains just as Tortoise's rhythm moved a village.